It's your boy Steez, man. No gobblegums, no crazy weapons, just the best, straight to the point, Liberty Falls Easter egg guide, man. Let's get straight to it. Now, obviously, the first step is going to be to investigate the town, and you'll see this machine to the right side of Pack a Punch that you can now go ahead and interact with. Interact with that, a ghost will spawn, do some yapping, and when he's done, you can go ahead and interact with it one more time. Now, we need to build a jet gun, which I have a separate video for, but I'll run through it real quick for y'all. So come to the motel, and on the top of the stairs, you'll see this door where zombies will start flooding out. That is the room where the crafting table is located. Next, we can head on over to this flower shop to the right side of Speed Cola where we can pick up this sink valve. If you have that valve, take it over to this box inside of Liberty Lane, shoot it, and you can now place that valve and go over to it to interact, and you have to hold this while you're trying to finish the water pressure. I recommend decoys or ether shot to distract the zombies, or you can just take them all out and finish it up. Once done, the first part is going to come out of that box and we can now pick that up. For this next step, I thought you had to, turn on power, but you didn't, because as you can see, the zombie had already spawned. I started trying to chase him to the back, but he had already kind of despawned as soon as I got to where the fuck he was at. But basically, this groundskeeper zombie will just spawn randomly sometime during the round, so you just have to stand in the graveyard area till you just fucking see him. But once you do, you can just go ahead and take him out. Hurry up before he despawns, pick up his key, and you can run back to his shed in the back alleyway where we can now pick up the second part to the jet gun. Now, for the third and final part, we will need a Mangler's Cannon or a Mutant Injection. If you have not leveled up, you may have to find one of these from ground loot from a boss you have taken out or killed. But basically, what we need to do is take this cannon and go over and shoot this Radio Shack's door, dig up these dirt piles inside, pick up that last piece, take it back over to the jet gun. We can now craft this bad boy. Now it's time to use it to suck up the LTG device pieces. The first one is inside the church, right on top of where the ghost spawns in. Just go ahead and suck it up till you see that yellow flash. The next one is inside of the comic book store. You can go ahead and see it on top of this roof piece right here. And last but not least, make your way over to this rooftop where we can now jump over down to this white truck and look inside this window where you can now suck up the last piece. But keep in mind, there is another spawn. I don't know if it glitched out or not, but I did get one spawn right here where you can just suck it up on top of this rooftop. Just keep that in mind. Zip line back over to the opposite side. We can now go to this crafting table and make the LTG device. Now, before we start this next step, we need to head back over to the church where we can now grab one of these Aether Canisters and walk it back to spawn. We can now see these trap pieces on the floor. We can now place that canister on top of. Now head back over to the right side of spawn. We can now see the first ether storm. We can now place the LTG device on top of that, and this will start a little mini lockdown. Not a lockdown specifically, but what we need to do is protect this LTG device for about a minute from these purple eye zombies until we can get an HTV to spawn outside of it. So just use that jet gun, use whatever you got, not too hard. And once that's done, we'll see the HTV pop out of there. Just start mowing him down. We need to get him down to about his last 20 HP. You'll know you do it right when he has like purple smoke around him. Be careful not to take him completely out. Run back to the generator now. As you can see, once we start that up, we need to lure him in the purple area. Once he's inside, go ahead and take him out. We can see his soul go inside that canister, and we can now walk over to that and pick that bad boy up. We need to run this back to the church. This is a time thing, but it's not too bad. Just take the left side of the motel. You'll be fine. Shoot whatever gets in your way. Just breathe. Place it back into the machine, and we'll see this controller pop out on the left side we can now pick up. Now, I've seen a lot of false info on this step, so pay attention real quick. Run to this machine. As you can see, pull out your controller, and whatever color is on the controller, you need to put on the machine the opposite of that color. If the controller is red, put the machine to green, and if the controller is green, put the machine to red. Simple. The second machine is here on this mini rooftop below the LTG machine where we crafted it at. And the third and final one is right outside of Liberty Lanes on this grass field right here. Quick note, the controller can show you yellow, and that will be the only color you're going to match on the machine. So if you do see yellow on your controller, put the machine to yellow. Once this is completed, the machines will do like this little thing where they will now take the smoke away from this ether canister in the front that used to damage us. We can now pick that up and carry that over to the alleyway where we can now place that down on this trap right here. Lastly, we need to go back to where we originally placed the LTG device. Go ahead and pick that up and run it back to the ether storm outside of the church. Now we need to repeat the lockdown process again, where we're just going to go ahead for 60 seconds and protect this from the purple eye zombies. Once that's done, you guessed it, it's rinse and repeat. This time it is a mangler, so go ahead and weaken this HTV down till he got the purple smoke around him, as you see like so. If you accidentally take him out, you can repeat it on the next round, but just lure him in that purple electric. Make sure he is inside of that. When you do kill him, you'll see his soul go into that canister. We can now walk back over to that, take it back to the church, and place it in the machine for the last time. Now the only thing left is the boss fight, so take a few rounds out to get perks or pack a punch if needed. I recommend the Sam trials if you need to get some quick salvage or equipment if you're running low. But if you're good to go, you can head back on over to the machine where you can interact with it. Your screen will go white, and this will start the boss fight. Now this boss fight is in waves, so the first wave is like these weak ass manglers that you gotta fight, maybe like 3 or 4. The next is like this strong ass mangler that's like a HVT, and then lastly you're gonna fight an abomination with a bunch of zombies running around. The zombies are very fast in this boss fight, so just keep that in mind. All you need to do is keep moving. Yes, you can use gobble gums. Yes, you can use crazy Mustang and Solid weapons, but I did not do that. I never do that. I always like to keep my Easter egg guys simple for people who don't like to use those or people who can't use those. So you can use whatever weapon you want. Just keep moving, and you have the jet gun. Make sure the jet gun is PAP 2. That's all I'm going to say. And just keep running around, shooting the abomination when you can, shooting the manglers when you can. As soon as you see the jet gun is full on 100%, just keep blasting it and keep rinsing and repeating that. Keep moving, waiting for the jet gun to reload. Once it's reloaded, go ahead and blast that and just keep rinsing and repeating that. Once you see the abomination is low, you can shoot him sometimes, but just don't risk it because you can get trapped pretty fast in here. As you've been seeing from my gameplay, as I said, I just keep running around, wait for my jet gun to reload, and I just blast it, run, blast, run, blast, run, blast, and boom, you'll be able to finish it easy peasy just like that. When it's over, you will automatically down, and congratulations, you just beat the Easter egg for Liberty Boss. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button for me and subscribe, man. It's been your boy Steez, it's been Cray, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Terminus, we on the way.